Ah, yes. Who remembers good old-fashioned gently dimming and turning off, then coming back on again? Cycling Christmas lights. I do. Anyway, so I know I've mentioned a time or two I'm not particularly keen on LED lights. These are good old-fashioned, this is a string of 20 good old-fashioned incandescents. One of them has actually blown because I've been messing about with them. They've been turned on and off several times. I was just tinkering about on the bench here. This one at the end's blown, I've just realised. Look, it's not coming on. Anyway, this is incredibly dangerous because it's all floating at mains. But as you can see, I've got the safety crocodile clips with the safety cord running straight off the mains. I've got the safety mains wires there as well. So if you touch this, it will give you an electric shock, although the circuit itself is running at 12 volts. It's referenced to mains because there's a triac. That thing just there is what's controlling the lights. So this is just based around two LM339 comparators. One runs as an oscillator, the other one is taking full wave rectified mains as a reference voltage. So there's one is charging and discharging a cap in sort of a triangle wave pattern like that, and the second one is comparing it against the height of the incoming AC off the mains. Once it's rectified, this is only the low voltage side. I'm not trying to use the full 240 volts, so I've just got it rectified off the 12. So anyway, so as a comparator does, once one voltage exceeds the other, depending on how it's configured, the output goes high or low. When the triac, which is a TIC 206D, when the gate terminal is turned low to main terminal 1, it starts conducting. It's not a particularly good circuit because the way the mains, you think you've got a sinusoid half wave rectified and then another one straight after it for full wave rectification. So these peaks rise pretty quick. So sort of at the crest of the peaks, that's the longest amount of time. So if you're sort of within that area, you can get sort of, very small change in the reference voltage creates a very large change in the, most of the time it's within that point. So, you're up here. So I've had to put some extra components in to try and keep the reference voltage on the comparator circuit up at this point. Otherwise, it's just basically on all the time. And because the way your eyes and the perceived brightness logarithmically, and then the fact that the lights aren't a fixed resistance, as they cool down, they decrease in resistance and can draw more current. So they're not a perfect linear load. And then the whole way the maths works with relations of a chopped mains waveform, because I'm chopping it at the peaks, and then the earlier the circuit comes on, it sort of is coming back down on the rising side of it. You don't get a very linear response to anything. It would really, to be a nice smooth response, it would want like some better control circuit, like an actual proper ramp generator and stuff. This was just me messing about on my bench for a few hours, seeing how simple I could make this circuit. And, well, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. The lights go out, they come on. I did originally want them, as you can imagine, I wanted them to just sort of be dim and slowly brighten up and then slowly dim down again. But this circuit is just too simple to be able to do that. So I've just gone with as they sort of turn off, they gently fade out, they come on rather rapidly, but at least they're not coming on at full power. If I very dangerously, this could be a disaster. If I try and measure the voltage across them at this plug here. Come on, meter. Yes, of course it is. It's 0 volts. Oh, hang on. So, yeah, you can see what's happening is the mains is rapid. You can see that sudden collapse because, like I said, the circuit's response isn't particularly linear. So you can see it just about kisses 240 volts before it starts dimming now. So it is actually most of the time running it well under 200 volts. but to my eyes, they don't appear to be any dimmer until you sort of get down to the 100-volt mark, and then it rapidly collapses after that. So this is why you've got this. That's why you've got this sort of cycling. It's not. It doesn't appear in person. It's just a rapid on-off. There is some, slope to it. You can tell it's not an instantaneous on or off, but it doesn't look particularly smooth either. But yes, whilst I was messing with that, so that basically it's not quite the full control circuit, but it's very close to it. As always, you draw it out on a simulator, and then in real life you have to change a few components, then add a few things. But yeah, that's like the majority of what's going on in the oscillator. Simple enough. So yeah, anyway, they are the Christmas lights of death. Touch them, they're fizzy. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and Merry Christmas, I guess.